Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. A torturous killing. Prosecutors describe what happened in the death of Bakersfield businessman Jose Arredondo. We'll tell you what court documents say about the murder and the evidence left behind.
Talks of impeachment. Democrats are setting the rules for how they might try to impeach President Trump. What both sides are saying ahead of today's vote that could lay the ground rules for hearings. Today is Thursday, September 12th, 2019.
Good to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Alex Fisher. Yesterday turned out to be just beautiful again for our barbecue, but now we begin the warm-up.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a warm-up for this weekend. Let's turn things over to Kevin Charette for a look at your forecast on this Thursday.
Yeah, it was a great day yesterday for the Wounded Heroes Fun Barbecue. A lot of people came out. They were patient, had a great tri-tip lunch, and it's because we were in the 80s yesterday. Our high, 85 degrees. Today, yes, we are going to warm things up. We're looking good right now, though. 65 degrees, a light wind out of the south-southeast at 3. We'll start out in the 60s, 86 at noon today, and by 3 o'clock, we'll be back into the mid-90s. For the mountains, 46. Grab a jacket this morning, and east-southeast wind at 9. It'll be a little breezy for you today as well. Starting out in the 40s, 81 at noon. By 3 o'clock, sunny skies, 83, and that wind out of the east at 10. We'll talk much more about our weekend coming up in just a little bit, but first, let's see how the morning commute's going for you. We're going to send that over to Alex.
All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Taking you outside for the first time this morning to the 99 near White Lane. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good on that side of town. Everything else around the county also looking great to start off your Thursday morning. We'll have another chat coming up in about 15 minutes.
County supervisors approved a location for a new low-barrier shelter earlier this week, and now the Bakersfield City Council is taking up the issue. It's clear there's one thing the city and county don't agree on. 17's Karen Wall was at the City Council meeting last night and explains where the issue lies.
City Council has long said our current homeless shelters are brimming at capacity. A low-barrier shelter would not only offer more space, but it also takes care of the 3 Ps. People with pets, people with partners, and people with possessions. Slowly but surely, a low-barrier shelter in Bakersfield is coming to life, aiming to be up and running by the end of this year.
The purpose of this shelter is to encourage the local homeless population to come to a new facility. And in order to do that, the facility must provide an opportunity for those people to live with dignity.
So the next steps directed for City Council? First, contract private cleaning services to clean up downtown. Second, increase policing and security in areas prone to crime, like downtown. Third, commit $155,000 for the Kern County Homeless Collaborative, the nonprofit created with the county. But one of the biggest points of argument? Location, location, location.
The facility must also be located in an area that will minimize and mitigate the impacts to surrounding community and businesses.
Many downtown business owners are opposed to the shelter because they believe it will invite crime.
I've always dug downtown. The wonderful energy, the excitement, and now you have all these great restaurants and shops. Sadly, it's increased with the crime and the drug addicts.
These people will continue to plague our neighborhoods and break into our cars, our homes, and our businesses, harassing the law-abiding, tax-paying citizens of this city. We talk about wraparound services, but the services are already there, and these people aren't taking advantage of them now. What leads you to believe they will once given a place?
Mr. Flores, time is up.
But supporters say
they are human beings. We cannot solve this problem by criminalizing every single person that's on the street.
If we want people to go somewhere, there has to be somewhere to go.
On Tuesday, the County Board of Supervisors approved a site on O Street near Golden State Avenue and the 178. But the city may have other plans. They say they're still searching for a perfect location, which may cause this project to be split into 2 low-barrier shelters, one for the city and one for the county.
As we move them on to permanent supportive housing and independence, that's eventually where we need to go as a community.
The City Council will officially receive the contracts to move this shelter forward at their next meeting on September 25th. And city staff has 30 days to propose a new location. I'm Karen Waugh, 17 News.
The search is officially over. Crews found the body of the final victim in the deadly Conception Dive boat fire. 34 people perished when the boat somehow went up in flames, then sank on Labor Day. 5 people survived, all of them crew members. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office says DNA testing is being done to confirm the identities of the 7 victims. Investigators say they appear to have died from smoke inhalation. The youngest was 16 years old, and the oldest was 62.
5:05 now.
And because divers have recovered that final victim, investigators are expected to begin the process of raising the wreckage of the sunken Conception today. The NTSB is expected to release its preliminary report, and a preliminary report is generally a summary of the early findings that rely on interviews, inspection documents, and other records, and a review of current maritime rules and regulations. The report is not likely to address the fire's cause. A criminal investigation is also underway to determine whether the boat's owners, Truth Aquatics, broke any federal laws.
A Fresno man is happy to be alive after a harrowing swiftwater rescue. The Fresno County Sheriff's Department released this video of the rescue. It happened back on August 26th. You can see the man and his dog clinging to a tree in the San Joaquin River. Rescuers battled a heavy current to get to the pair. First, they got the dog and carried it across the water by its life jacket. Then crews rescued the man.
He wasn't able to get out of the kayak. He would have definitely drowned because it had gone under and flipped upside down and filled up with water.
The man says he and his dog were in a kayak when a branch hit him in the face and he got disoriented. Deputies say the man's very lucky and could have easily died out there.
A dramatic reduction in bail for a Tehachapi woman charged with killing her ex-husband. Police say Wendy Howard shot and killed her ex-husband, Kelly Pitts, on June 5th. Court documents reveal it happened after she reported him to police for allegedly molesting their 16-year-old daughter. During the argument, Howard says Pitts drove his quad toward her and ran over her foot. She claims she felt threatened and shot him. Right now, Howard is behind bars. Yesterday, a judge reduced her bail from $1 million to $500,000. A man accused of attacking someone with a tree branch faced a judge for the first time. Bakersfield police say Jesus Reyes hit a man in the head with the branch on Monday morning on East California Avenue. At last check, the victim was left in critical condition. Yesterday, Reyes pleaded not guilty to attempted murder. He's being held on a $50,000 bail.
If you were downtown around lunchtime yesterday, you may have noticed a traffic jam around our studios here at 22nd and L Streets. Hundreds of people picked up lunch and showed their support for the Wounded Heroes Fund of Kern County. Volunteers served up 2,850 lunches. That's more than 1,200 pounds of tri-tip. At last count, we raised nearly $29,000 to support post-9/11 combat veterans as they transition back into civilian life here in Kern County. Special thanks to Cafe Med, Mexicali, JM's Cafe, San Joaquin Bit, Chevron, State Farm, and United Vets of Kern County for their help with the barbecue. And besides that, there were a lot of other volunteers out there who made it happen yesterday. And just thanks to everyone who came out and ate with us as well. It was delicious. If you need to do some shopping today or want to grab a bite to eat, consider heading to the Marketplace. It's Hope Day. Certain businesses at the Marketplace will donate anywhere between 10 and 25% of your purchase to the American Cancer Society. We've posted a list of all participating locations on our website, KGET.com.
Still ahead this morning on Sunrise, Bakersfield police officers will soon have another set of eyes with them on patrol.
Coming up, how soon the department will get body cameras and just how much the cameras will cost.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News with Maddie Jansen, Alex Fisher, and Kevin Charette with your Pinpoint Doppler forecast. This is 17 News at Sunrise.
It's been nearly 2 months since Bakersfield businessman Jose Arredondo was murdered in his condo in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. One man's in custody, but the lawyer for Roberto Gonzalez says his client is a scapegoat. Jose Gaspar from our sister station Telemundo Valle Central obtained court records. They show prosecutors from the state attorney general's office in Baja California South claim Gonzalez was the last person to be with Jose Arredondo July 15th at Arredondo's condo. They say a security guard told police he saw Gonzalez walk into Arredondo's that evening. Prosecutors claim Gonzalez opened the door, allowing others to go inside and kill him. Court documents say blood found on Gonzalez's golf shoes and moccasins, as well as blood in his vehicle, is a DNA match with Arredondo. However, his attorney claims that evidence was planted.
I cannot say the police, but I can assure you it's someone that is just trying to misdirect the police investigations. Roberto is being charged not by the physical murder of Jose, just because they are charging him because he let in more people that they killed Jose. Okay? So that means that the authorities should be looking for more people, and they are not doing that.
Prosecutors say Arredondo's death was brutal. He was tortured and stabbed. Roberto Gonzalez and Jose Arredondo were friends for nearly 25 years. The two golfed together, and according to his lawyer, Gonzalez bought and sold property for Arredondo. We contacted the state attorney general's office for Baja California South. A representative said she has forwarded the request to her superiors.
A drug maker reaches a preliminary settlement over the opioid crisis. Purdue Pharma is offering nearly $5 billion in future revenue to numerous state, local, and tribal governments. That's according to a person familiar with the negotiations. However, many attorneys general are against a deal and say the case is far from over. Purdue Pharma, which is owned by the Sackler family, has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say more than 700,000 people died of a drug overdose between 1999 through 2017. After growing concerns from a small town in Nevada, alien stock is off, but the Area 51 craze apparently lives on. Maddie Roberts, the local student who originally started the joke about storming the military base, says he has pulled out of alien stock for safety concerns. The fest was set to happen in the small town of Rachel, but city and county officials repeatedly warned it would overwhelm their community, and they even prepared an emergency declaration. Robert says he is now joining a different music festival that's being promoted at the downtown Las Vegas Event Center on September 19th. He says it's an EDM fest, but the lineup is, quote, top secret.
5:21 now. The countdown to the Kern County Fair is on. It all kicks off Wednesday. That's just 6 days away. Tickets are on sale now. As we've reported, the fair is beefing up security this year by adding metal detectors at entrances. And as always, there will be plenty of fun, food, games, and free concerts. Plus, we're taking our newscasts on the road. 17 News at 5 and 6 will be live from the fairgrounds every weekday during the fair. And on Friday, September 20th, we will broadcast 17 News at Sunrise live from the fairgrounds. They're fun newscasts you don't want to miss.
What is the first thing you do when you go through the gates? Is there something that you always gravitates towards, or does it just depend?
I mean, probably the food. We're always going to start with a snack, I think. And then the animals.
And what do you typically start with?
I did something different every year. I don't have like a favorite fair food. I'm there for whatever comes at me.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I'm excited because, last year I really tried to pay attention to going to different places and trying different foods. It's worth it.
What's your fave? Do you have a favorite fair food?
I mean, it depends. It depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Sweet
and salty, yeah.
All right, well, still ahead this morning on Sunrise, there's a new recall alert affecting millions of trucks and SUVs.
Yeah, the model is being affected and how the issue could increase the chance of a car crash. That's coming up next.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Houchin is usually putting out a call for blood donors, but today the Community Blood Bank is looking for qualified applicants to hire. Houchin's looking to hire phlebotomists, screeners, and registrars. The blood bank wants candidates with big hearts who are great at customer service. Interested applicants can bring their resumes to Houchin on Bolthouse Drive from 9 to noon today for an interview. General Motors is recalling nearly 3.5 million trucks and SUVs. Popular trucks like the GMC Sierra and Chevy Silverado, along with the Cadillac Escalade, Chevy Suburban and Tahoe, and GMC Yukon are all on the list. GM's recalling the cars because of the potential for braking issues, which increases the chances of crashes. GM plans to let owners know about the recall. Dealers will reprogram the brake control module at no charge. For all of you parents out there, here's your chance to trade in your child's car seat. Target is holding its popular car seat trade-in event through tomorrow. The stores on Rosedale, Ming, and Stockdale are all participating. Target will accept any used car seat, including infant seats, convertible seats, car seat bases, and car seats that are expired or damaged. In exchange, Target will give you a 20% off coupon toward a new car seat, stroller, or select baby home gear. But you'll have to act fast. That coupon's only valid through Saturday. Alex?